Hello again. Welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we will continue our series of business English classes. Yesterday, we were looking at advertising in the class, and today we're going to move along with that idea. We're going to be concentrating more on online advertising, internet advertising. As always, our focus will be mostly on discussion and sharing best practices and practicing our English. And as we go along, we'll also do a little bit of vocabulary work, related vocabulary, and perhaps just a little bit of grammar along the way. Okay, again, today's focus is on going to be on online advertising. Something which I actually did for a little while in my varied and crazy career path. So I'm interested to talk to you all about this topic. Okay, let me start off welcoming students to the class. Hello, Zach. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Good to see you again. Nice to have you back in class. I'm fine, thank you. Mustafa, hello again.
Hello, teacher. Good to see you again.
Likewise. And Hogan is with us
Hi,
again.
how are you?
Great. Great, Hogan. Good to see you again.
Yeah, I think today's topic is very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's online advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Actually, I worked for an online marketing company for about 3 years. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I've done a little bit of this.
Yeah, actually, I was working for the company for the online advertisement. So I worked for the company. It's very
You
late.
did too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not anymore.
You know, it's actually, this wasn't really original. Okay, I just thought of this right now. Wasn't really going to be part of the lesson plan, but just because you have a little experience and you guys have all been, obviously been online and used the internet. When we talk about online advertising, what are we talking about? What are some forms of online advertising? Let's start off, again, not my original plan. Let's brainstorm. When we say online advertising, what are the different aspects of online advertising? Let's see if we can think of as many as we can. Zach, what are we talking about? What is one possible?
I think I think of one difference. It might be that online advertisement is it can focus on a particular person. It's not for the for big crowds. It can be focus on, I would say, on a person.
Okay, that's very true. Good point. What I'd like to do is think, what are different ways that people advertise online? What very like specific ways that people advertise online? For example, can you think of any?
Yeah. Maybe there are ads on portals. You can put ads, advertise by ads. You can advertise in search engines like Google and
Okay, all right,
Bing.
right. Okay.
You can implement, excuse me, you can implement a software inside a computer, which it's on the gray area. That I know many software companies put software add-ins and
Mm.
it tracks it track people online.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so you gave me a few different ideas. Okay. One of them, search engine ads, right, in the search engine, or also sponsored links. You know, when you search for something, that obviously it'll give you a list of possible links. You search for keywords or information, right? But there's also 1, 2, 3, the top before the list really starts. There's 1 or 2 or 3 what are called sponsored links, right? You understand that? They pay money in order to be on the top of the page, and it usually will say that they are a sponsored link, some kind of information. In addition to advertisements. Okay, you mentioned advertisements. Sure. I'd like to talk about even more specifically types of advertisements online. And then you also mentioned tracking software, right? Sometimes called adware, all right? And yeah, that's something we can talk about. And I wish somebody could define, where is the definition, where is the line in the sand between what is legal or morally, even morally or ethically acceptable adware, and where or where is the line that you cross when it becomes malware? All right, are you familiar with those terms, Zach?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the user, on the end user, and of what he's knowing that is going on. If it doesn't know exactly what's going on regarding his details, his private details, so I'm thinking it's not legal.
Okay, so to put it another way, to paraphrase you, end user, meaning like me when I'm surfing the internet, the person at the end of the line is the end user. Good collocation, useful word. So it has to do with end user awareness. All right, now Mustafa has put up a couple definitions here. Mustafa, let me talk to you.
Okay.
Okay, software that automatically displays or downloads advertising material when a user is online. Now, okay, where does the company get that information? That it's, I would add to your definition, it's targeted advertising.
Yeah, we talked yesterday about like target advertisement and maybe classified advertisement.
Yes, we did. And okay, we didn't really talk about adware and malware though. Adware, okay, is targeted, but where do they get the end user's information? How do they get that? To know, for example, that I'm interested in fishing. I like fishing. So I pop open a search page, or even a news article, and I'll see Orvis fishing tackle advertisement, right? Where do they get this information that I like fishing? I mean, fishing for the sport, for fish, not fishing the illegal internet information search. Bad choice of word.
Yeah, I guess this is like related to maybe some browser, like for example, like Google Chrome. I think if maybe most of us like don't pay attention to term and condition maybe of this browser, and maybe we allow them in one way or another to access some information of us, like maybe which kind of website we usually open and maybe search for. So they kinda know our tendency of things we love. So they pop up things that we like. This is my opinion.
Yeah, that's right. And I was trying to get you to be specific. Where did they get that information from? You just said some sites, but yeah, okay. Uh, True. For example, Facebook does this. You go to a Facebook page for fishing or something, or I like fishing. Push the like button. I'm pretty sure the next time I go on Facebook, very next day, I'm going to see advertisements for fishing.
It's true, yeah.
If today I like Orvis fishing tackle, tomorrow I will see advertisements. Pretty sure about that. Yeah. For example, so that's one place, but amongst others. Okay, now malware. All right, you say software intended to damage or disable computers. Yeah, but I think it's not just, a virus to hatefully destroy your computer. Usually malware is trying to get you to somehow manipulate you into buying something. I think. I am not exactly sure, and by doing so, it sometimes prevents you from doing other things.
I'm not sure if like malware, like we can say about sometimes I need to download some kind of program maybe or file I want. So I have to download a previous program or something as a first step. Like maybe I'm not sure, like sometimes a
Yep.
malware program or something like that, in order to access my main point. So
Right.
yeah.
Right, and that's another thing. I think that's yes, exactly. You want to download one thing. There's a piggyback, you could say. Piggyback software is downloaded. Exactly. I hate that. And sometimes it's there, and you got to just check the box or usually uncheck the box to make sure you don't get this piggyback software. And if you're not paying attention, you get stuck with it, and then it's a pain in the neck to get rid of. Yeah, that's how malware gets delivered sometimes, and adware. Okay, let me talk to Hogan. Hogan, you used to do some online marketing. What I wanted to get these are valid points the guys bring up, but what are some very specific ways online marketers work? What do they do?
Basically, they are collecting some information for individual potential customers. So, for example, like in Google, whenever you write an email, then Google search the email contents and grab some words, expressions, so that they can expect, oh, this customer is interested in some stuff, then they can put some ad there, like the right side, for example, related one.
Mm-hmm.
So in Amazon, if they either purchase or try to purchase it but not purchasing it, then they think, oh, this customer is interested in like a camera or fishing rod or anything like that, then they keep trying to showing until they purchase something. Maybe after purchase something, they still showing related items so that the customer can buy it again. So maybe all depends on the website. So one example, a couple of days ago, I downloaded some trial download is for free, and as you said, like there are some boxes like if you want to install this one as well. So I unchecked it, but somehow they installed it somehow. That's not really good for me. So later, and the software itself is not really good. So it's free, and they put some, I don't know if it's a malware or adware, but they just them together. So I immediately removed it. So you have to be very careful when you do something like that.
You do. I want to throw some other terminologies out there. See if you guys are familiar with them. And frankly, any of you guys can answer. All right, the acronym SEO. What is SEO? Does anybody know?
Never heard about it.
You may have heard it by another name. Again, this is in an acronym, so each of the capital letters represents a word, and those words are search engine optimization.
Okay.
How do you do this? You create a website. You want people to find your website, so they obviously when you search, you type in keywords. So search engine optimization is when you put those keywords. All right, let's go back to fishing. All right, fishing tackle, fishing equipment, rod, reel, bait, hooks, line, sinkers, all of those keywords. I want them in my video on my web page. I want a transcript with all those words. I want it in the title, in the actual text. I want those words all over my website, tons of them. And I can submit those words for uses in search to, for example, Google, to say if people type in these words, send them to me. I can actually actively do that. Not to mention that Google, as you say, Google automatically scans things all by themselves. Do you guys know what black hat and white hat mean? Anybody?
I don't know.
Black hat versus white hat marketing or advertising marketing. Okay, well, using my example of loading up my web page with not black out, sorry, black hat, I mistyped. Using my example of the website, I'm trying to get it searchable, findable. So I use these search engine optimization techniques. A black hat marketer may do this. Very tricky. They may type in the word fishing tackle, fishing tackle, fishing tackle, fishing tackle, fishing tackle, fishing tackle, fishing tackle 8 billion times. Well, that's an exaggeration, but many times. And then matte a background color. They may make that blue. And then they put blue as the background color of the website. So you can't see that it says fishing tackle 8 billion times. But reading the code, which is what Google does, they will immediately pick up fishing tackle when they search, when they analyze the website. So you've got the word fishing tackle 8 billion times. So when somebody searches fishing tackle, obviously you've got more data with the word fishing tackle on your website. That's black hat marketing. It's sneaky. Very sneaky. Not cool. Black hat, when people do tricks like that, like what you just described, when you have a checkbox, oh, we're going to download this security software, if you just, whatever, update your video player, for example, not being specific. But then they have another checkbox on the bottom of the page that also has to be unchecked. That's another example of black hat marketing, which is probably what you were the victim of, Hogan. They do little tricks like that to fool people. That's black hat marketers and white hat marketers, the terminology used. Okay, let me throw another one at you guys. Do you know what article marketing is? And anybody know article marketing, or can you guess?
I think someone write article about some product and praise about some products, so that people, whoever read that article, might purchase that product. Is that
That's
related?
it.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. And again, and there's such a borderline in internet marketing. What is ethical? What is unethical? Many people will portray themselves as an end user, as Zach said. They'll pretend that they're an end user. Oh, I tried out this new ABC product. It was wonderful. It changed my life, and now women love me, and I'm wealthy and famous. Yay! But in reality, it's the owner of the ABC company. Oh yeah. Okay. Article marketing, or sometimes article marketing works the other way. You comment on other people's articles. Oh, you like ABC products. Well, you should try, if you like ABC, you should try DEF. And again, they portray themselves as an end user, but actually there's somebody who works for DEF. More kind of borderline black hat marketing. What are the ratings? Oh, I can't think of the most famous one. There are internet websites where you can rate like restaurants, products, services, whatever. A couple famous ones. I can't remember.
Yeah, one of them is Yelp.
Yelp. Exactly. That's the one. That's what. Thank you. Yeah, Yelp. Same thing. People can, they can make bad comments about their competition and good comments about themselves and sort of disguise it. Okay, this is another form of advertising, sneaky advertising that's done online. And of course, the one that we've haven't even talked about yet, which has to do with email, online email. Zach, what what advertising do you associate with email?
Spam.
Yeah.
Mostly. I receive a lot of spam.
Don't we all? Yeah.
And this is one kind. I think also this is on the side of receiving, and if I send emails, I think there is a way to fish emails that are being sent on the internet and analyze their content, and then the information is they gather the information and can build a big database of many people, and then advertise and then sell and even sell this database.
Yeah, those databases that you talk about, exactly. They are like, I don't know what to compare them to, but companies sell them to each other. And believe me, they sell databases of 100,000, 500,000. They sell the databases, email addresses they sell are enormous quantities, and they differentiate. These are targeted. We know these people are businessmen. So if you're selling a business-to-business service, for example, this is a targeted list of 30,000. Or this is just 500,000 email addresses. We don't know who the heck they are. And they'll price them accordingly. Yeah, that's a big business. And that's why you get so many gall darn spams.
Yes.
Yeah.
I once searched for a product, and on the following day I started to receive many emails from many companies regarding the product.
Yeah.
Not the same one, but something
similar. Right.
Similar to that.
Right. So you've been sold. You've been bought and sold, Zach. As have I. As have we all. You know, really. Heaven knows how many names that you and I and Mustafa and Hogan are all on. Or at least our emails. It's ridiculous. Ken, welcome to the class.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. We went off on my planned class, but anyway, we're talking about online advertising, and I'm trying to bring up as many forms as I can. One that you're a little bit late, so you don't know what we've mentioned, so I'll just feed you one. See, social media marketing. What is social media marketing, Ken? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, how can I say, on a Facebook, I saw the ad beside the page, and they correcting my how can I say, algorithm or a big data or something. So
Yes.
if I check something in Google and Google recommended me that item again and again, that's social media advertisements.
Okay, but you know what? Like Facebook has their own.
Right.
Facebook will keep their own algorithm.
Mhm.
So Facebook is generally going to be related to things you did in Facebook.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I mean, the whole internet is loaded with these algorithms that they sell to each other. So this is just, I don't know how to explain it, baseline advertising. When you go to a news site, you're also going to see advertisements.
Mhm.
And depending on who's sponsoring that news site or what internet marketing company they have, if they have you, if they know you, they're going to target ads to you on that, whatever, a news article about whatever, the disappearance of warthogs in the Amazon. It doesn't even matter what it is.
Mhm.
It really doesn't matter. Social media marketing, okay, that is an element of it, but there are other elements. There are other ways that people use social media to market. Does anybody else know any other methods which people use to use social media to help themselves market? I mean, there's obviously straightforward PR. All right, you're having a concert. You're a band, you're having a concert Friday night, you just tweet out, woohoo, big show coming up Friday night, 11 o'clock. Yahoo, be there, woo. Obviously, straightforward PR, public relations. Just announce to people. Can anybody think of any other ways that we can use social media to market? Put on your thinking caps. Blogs. Yes, Zach, absolutely. Directing people to blogs. It's an excellent way to direct people to different places. You tell people, oh, here's a great blog that tells you how to cook a perfect apple pie. Oh, great, I like to cook apple pie. Great, you go to the blog for apple pie, and there are advertisements for apple pie dishes. Okay, what a surprise. Oh, shocking. I want to make an apple pie. I need an apple pie plate. Okay, you're absolutely correct. You can use social media to push people in a direction, to push them to a website, and often under the guise that you're trying to help them. Oh, let me help you bake an apple pie. Yeah, it's a little bit stealthy. Yeah. Right. You can also create a web page and you try to push people there. How to bake a perfect apple pie. Oh, okay, here's the blog. It's on a website. Cookit.com, whatever. I hope that's not, don't sue me. I just made that up. And all right, the blog is part of the website, for example. Another way they do that at the end of the apple pie blog, for more great recipes and information, type in your name, email address, fill in, okay, fill in information. They're asking directly for your contact information. So now they know that they can market to you. They know that you are part of their market. You know that they're interested in your product or service or related products and services. So form fill-in, that's another way. Trying to use social media or any other way to push people to fill in a form is a very good way to build your list. What do I mean? Mustafa, do you know what I mean when I say build your list?
Um, like attract customer. This is
Sorry?
attract customer.
Okay. Online advertisers are always talking about building their list. Does anybody know what that means? What am I looking for?
Potential customer.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Potential customers, and better yet, customers who are hot prospects. There's a co-location for you. They're hot prospects because they've already shown interest by what they've clicked on and where they've gone. So, yeah. Building your list, your list is also called your lead list. Okay? So, what do I mean by lead list? Anybody?
Lead list.
Mustafa?
Lead list.
Lead list. Yeah, your list of leads. What are leads, Mustafa?
The best customer, the best one.
Yeah.
The customer that you face the people with.
Okay. Potential customers. That's it. Okay. Your lead list, if you know what you're doing, your lead list will likely have hot leads, warm leads, cool leads, and the question mark. We don't know. Okay, your hot leads are going to be the ones you know are trying to buy your product or a similar product. Warm leads, okay, once or twice. A hot lead is actually inquired your company or it's somehow inquired about your specific product. Is a very hot lead. They're obviously very interested. A warm lead, maybe they've looked at competitors or similar items. A cold lead is, you forget it. They're just a name. You have no idea if they have any interest or not. Okay, anyway, all right, very good. So hopefully, can anybody, before I move on, does anybody think about any other ways at all that we do online advertising or that people can do online advertising before I move on?
Sometimes YouTuber doing that. They introduce items or compares items. They don't directly promote the stuff, goods, but they at least they're showing the items. Sometimes negative, somewhat negative, but somewhat positive kind of. That's kind of compare thing, makes products more persuasive.
Okay. Yeah, YouTube has its own method of marketing, actually. And I mean, people use YouTube in different ways as well. Yeah. I remember when YouTube had no advertisements. Do you remember that? Way back.
Yeah, after that one particular advert, yeah. But now some YouTuber like that became very popular here, so they're quite influential actually nowadays.
Yeah, and even Facebook had no advertising way back when. And now they have monetized. That's what they call that when one of those social media companies or when a website that has free content when they decide to figure out how to advertise or get money, they monetize, start making money. That's the verb. So eventually, yeah, these companies monetized. Yes, and yes, now, of course, there's advertisements. What I wonder about, just idle thought in my brain, you know, anybody want to respond? Okay, if you don't, that's okay. But all right, so we had Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and on, and they've basically all monetized at this point. I can't think of any who haven't. Where is the next wave on the internet that is providing absolutely free content with no advertisements? Does anybody know? Am I unaware of this wave? It could be.
There are the navigation softwares like Google Map that you use to get from point A to point B, and they monetize your traveling, and then they put ads. If I put, let's say I want to get to a point, some point, and on the way I receive ads of merchandise I might purchase, of stores I might be interested. Yeah.
A restaurant. Visit the petrified forest. It's on your way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that one. Yeah, anyway, is there anything free anymore? Where's the free content that used to be what the internet was all about? Where is it? Who knows this?
Actually, teacher,
Yeah.
actually, like there is a free content. Like for example, on Facebook or maybe I'm not sure about Twitter. I'm not user of Twitter, but Facebook, you can like advertise on Facebook without paying anything. But you know, like when you pay, then you can target your advertise. Then you can reach maybe a lot of people, a lot of people. But when it would be like if they maybe could, they will limit you and will put a lot of struggle in front of your face. So that's the difference maybe. So you have to pay eventually.
Yeah. I mean, you have to pay for advertise, but even for end users, where's the free content anymore? That's my point. But we didn't even mention that you can your business, your product can create a Facebook page, try to get a lot of likes to get exposure. That's another way of advertising. Definitely the whole likes thing. Yeah, right. We didn't even discuss that one. Yeah, that's another one. Anybody can create Facebook pages. You can create Facebook groups as well. And that's another way of marketing. You create a Facebook page, you create a Facebook group, and you have a meeting for whatever. You want to announce a new product, launch a new product or service. You can do it online. I think Hillary Clinton announced her presidential candidacy online, didn't she? I think so. Yeah, anyway. There you go. Okay, let's take a look. Let's talk about something in a more or less, I guess, practical way. I'm going to do a screen share and give you all a chance to talk some more here. I've been doing too much talking today. Okay. How or why would you use the internet if you were the end user and you wanted to? We talked about how different companies advertise. Looking from the other end, all right, as you are the end user, when buying these products or services, what would you use the internet for? Okay, just to begin at the beginning again. Zach, a car. What would you? And there's some ideas over here in the purple box. Check prices, etc. Okay.
With buying a car, the first thing I would do is to check prices, no matter if if it's a brand new car or a second-hand car.
Sure.
First thing I would look is prices for the particular car and the car that resemble
Competitors.
competitors. Okay.
Yeah. So also to compare different products and product prices, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Would you ever make a final purchase for a car online?
No, I wouldn't. Not yet.
No. Yeah, I would be a little nervous about doing that. That's more than just buying a t-shirt, you know.
It's a little ahead of my time.
Okay. Also, since we're talking a car, Zach, I think C might also be useful. Do you know what this means? To customize the purchase? Like if you're buying a new car.
Customize the purchase, maybe filling as many detail as I need to to focus on the product I would like, on the car I need.
Right. So for a car, like leather seats, I want this stereo, because cars have options. Usually
Yeah,
lots of options.
but
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. I buy a car from the like the standard car. I've never customized my purchase cars.
Okay. Right. But I just wanted to illustrate what this phrase, this co-location means, customize a purchase. But yeah, neither am I, Zach. So, you know, I'm with you. I'm just trying to teach the English. Okay, Mustafa, you're buying a computer. What would you do? Would you use the internet, and how?
Okay. Um, yeah, it's a good way to advertise. If I have like a shop, maybe to buy like electronic devices, um, devices, and I can maybe have maybe a website for my stuff, and the customer can check online before they come to check the
Uh,
availability
sorry,
of my.
sorry to interrupt you, Mustafa.
Mm,
Not
yeah.
you are advertising, you are buying. You're the end user.
Oh, okay.
If
So
you wanted to buy a computer, how would you use the internet to help you? What would you do?
okay.
So, for
Uh,
example, to check, would you use the internet to check prices,
mm,
customize the purchase, look at different products, etc.?
yeah, to check prices, and to find the nearest retailer or dealer.
Ah, okay. So you wouldn't actually try to have it delivered. You'd look for nearby stores.
And to check availability. Okay.
Okay. Nearest retail, dealer, we're talking about actual physical places. Or sometimes in English we say brick and mortar. When we talk about brick and mortar, whatever, brick and mortar shops, we're talking about that there's actually a physical building there. All right. Right. So you're looking for your nearest actual dealer. Right. Okay. Would you actually purchase a computer online, Mustafa?
Um, Computer is different. Like computer, maybe it's a tab or a phone, something like that. It's also the
Mm-hmm.
kind of computer. So yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. I uh, Mustafa, related to this. Okay, fine. Um, right. I've done this a little bit. the one thing I can't stand about this is I can't talk to a sales representative. Maybe I can. Mustafa, have you ever talked to somebody in a chat, you know, on an internet website, talked to somebody like a sales representative or a service representative in the chat box
Yeah,
style?
yeah, I talked one time.
Yeah.
Um, when I want like to check the delivery time for I just wanted to buy like an iPad, and I went to the Apple website, I think, as far as I remember, and I went to the chat box because I just wanted to check the delivery time because I didn't have any time because I wanted to travel. I want to check if it would be arrived at the exact time or what, and something like that. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I did that before. I have done
Yeah.
that.
And did you get the information you needed?
I think it was helpful. It was
It
helpful.
was helpful. Okay.
But I think it depends on the product or the market. Maybe you are
Yeah.
in like, for example, Apple has a good reputation. Maybe has a good customer service.
Right. Okay. I just haven't had very good luck with getting information from chat services. It's like they're just reading out of a book or something. So I seem to always manage to answer questions they don't know what to do. I have some kind of I ask questions all day long. That's why I have a lot of practice.
And I think they asked me if I wanna do like a grave or something like that on the background of the device. Like they want to ask you to do you want some cool thing to put in
Ah,
your device? Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I heard about that product to make it waterproof or scratch proof or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like when I
Yeah.
draw something, your name, I think also. This is a
Yeah.
cool thing about ordering online.
Yeah, they'll offer you add-ons for sure. What are they trying to do? Do you know what the word is called, Mustafa? When you try
What
to
is it?
buy something, I want to buy a phone, and they're saying, "Oh, would you like to have this special waterproofing? Would you like to have this special um, GPS function where you can find it if it ever gets lost? Would you like to have this? How about a special warranty? Do you know what that's called? What are they doing?
I don't know. For in my case, like they asked me about name and if I wanna put my name on it, or yeah, something like that.
Okay, well, there's a word for that. They're trying to upsell you, and that good for them. They're obviously good employees. You upsell somebody who's already sold, they're already buying a product, but you sell them more. Mustafa, it's the same reason when you go to McDonald's and you say, "I'll have a cheeseburger," and they say, "Coke and a fries with that?" Would you like to supersize it? Upsell, upsell. And an apple pie? That's why they ask you 2 or 3 additional questions. They're trying to upsell you. Buy more. Give us more of your money. That's called upselling, and good for them because they should do that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good business practice. Okay, Hogan, let's say you want to buy a holiday, a travel package.
Yeah,
Okay,
for the holiday,
what do you do?
you have usually I go to website, like a hotel reservation or airline, and sometimes I need rent a car. So some website like combine them together, so you can like purchase like a package.
Yeah.
So usually that's for check price and check availability and to make
Hmm.
a reservation,
Okay.
and also final purchase as well. So
You'll do the whole thing.
yeah,
Online.
so
Yeah.
all the like a receipt, all the reservation information is delivered to your email box. So you can just print it out and go to the hotel and just show it. That sometimes you just can say your last name, the first name, then they all have information in the database. So I think
Hmm.
it's very convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
days without reservation you can't go anywhere.
Yeah. True. Very true. Okay, so you use the what are they called? Travel websites, I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
something like that. Travel
combine,
websites.
yeah, combine everything like Orbits or whatever. There's a whole bunch of them now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of competition in that market.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I might add one thing, depending on how you like to. It's much more convenient to do that, but I have also. I think it totally depends where you are. Okay, Zach, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Uh, take care. Um, okay, sometimes it's those you think you're going to get the best deal from those travel sites, but sometimes if you go directly to the airlines, ABC Airlines, and look for travel tickets for tickets, sometimes you can get a better deal there. And amazingly, or not, your nearest retail dealer, an actual travel agent, a human being you can talk to, sometimes you can get a better deal through them. I don't I don't understand how the travel industry works. Nobody pays the same price. If 10,000 people take exactly the same vacation at the same hotel, same destination, same rental car, then they're going to pay about 10,000 different prices. I don't know why, but it's worth shopping around. Just my own sometimes, but certainly it's a lot more convenient, especially if your company's paying. Absolutely. Okay, so you do all those things. Ken, let's say you're interested in a course of study, maybe for an MBA.
Mhm. Mm,
How are you going to use the internet?
you can check the price and course, what type of course is available, or curriculum. Yeah, maybe we can get such information on
Okay,
this.
where are you going to go? Are you just going to type in MIT, uh, Stanford? You're going to type in the schools, or
Yeah, school and MBA or something like that.
okay,
Yeah, probably. I've never said it, but
okay, uh, okay. What one thing about yeah, you could start by just typing this. A course of study, e.g., for an MBA. People think when they do a search in a search engine, they have to type one or two keywords. That's not true. You can type out a 45-word question.
but, but I think somewhat simple word with space. In that way, many such hits. You can,
Right,
yeah.
right.
So yeah, not in a sentence.
But you can. But I'm saying you can and get more specific answers to some questions. Sometimes, for example, this is a wide topic, a course of study in MBA. I mean, how many thousands of schools offer an MBA? I mean, really, it would seem that you would want more than just MBA. Okay. Maybe English language, MBA, United States, uh, middle expense. I don't know. You may want to,
Yeah.
rather than doing such an incredibly wide search, you may want to narrow it down. I'm just saying, you can do that. That's all.
And some Yahoo Answers kind of thing.
Right.
Also linked.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was exactly thinking that. There are answer sites where people volunteer to answer your questions, and that's another great way to go about it. All right, finding out information. Very good. You can go to question answer sites. Absolutely. And that works very well. Okay. All right, we got a few minutes left. I'm going to try one more vocabulary exercise with you guys, just to see if we can gain a little more English vocabulary here. Let me try one exercise. Hang on. Let me Let me bring this up. A little mix and match exercise, just looking at the definitions to kind of finish us off the last 5 minutes here. Mustafa, all right, a little mix and match like number one. Straightforward, it means easy to understand or simple. Now these may be related to internet and internet marketing sometimes, or black hat methods are not really easy to understand or simple to, it's not very simple to understand what you're downloading, for example. Oopsie. Okay. Mustafa, next one, haggle. What is the definition?
Haggle is argue on the shield.
Yes. Can you haggle online?
I haven't tried that. I don't think so. You cannot do that because it's not face to face.
Actually, you can. Another form of advertising we discussed yesterday, but not today, was classified ads. And if you go to online classified ads, very frequently they will give a price they're looking for, but unlike a giant like Apple or some giant company, it's an individual. So you can haggle. All right, you're asking 3,000. How about if I give you 2,500? And they can email you back, well, I'll take 2,800. Yeah, you can. You can haggle. Certainly. Okay, next one, Hogan, number 3. What is he? Trading.
Trading. Yeah, I think this is very much used for when you purchase a car. So
Yeah.
if you have an old car and give them an old car and you got new one with some discount, for example. So a method of buying a new product by giving your old one as part of the payment for it.
Sure. Is this possible online?
I never tried that. So whenever I purchase car, I always go to the dealership and try to deal it.
Sure. I don't know how you would. I don't know exactly how you would do this online. Honestly, that's very interesting. If somebody could perfect a method to do this online, it might be worth money. So there you go. Food for thought, guys. Think of some software that would enable this to happen. Hogan, get rich. Sometimes I trade in my computer, actually. Sometimes if I'm gonna, I upgrade my computer or even my smartphone or cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can often trade it in. Many times a store will sell used models as well as new models, and you can do a trade-in. So, okay. Anyway, Ken, number 4, to browse.
Browse, look at information on the internet.
Okay. True, but I mean, you can browse in a shoe store as well. So, obviously, this is clearly related to internet shopping, advertising, and so forth, quite obviously. Okay. Before you make a major purchase, do you usually browse the internet?
Yeah, I think so.
You do?
Yeah, computer or yeah. Because in computer we can compare the spec very easily visible in the site. And some sites compare the price, compare the spec and the people reputation or a lot of information available.
Okay, yeah. Specs or specifications, the details, how much, the measurements, how large, how much, everything. Exact parts and sizes and all that kind of stuff. Right. Very good. Mustafa, if something's handy,
Useful.
it's useful. Okay. Well, that's pretty straightforward. All right. A word that may be used in advertising. Hogan, appraisal form. What is an appraisal form?
Appraisal form looks like a place where you can write your opinion of something.
Sure.
Like Amazon, for example, and review,
Yes.
write a review so that people can purchase, decide whether they are going to purchase this one or not.
Very good.
But I heard that some
Good
is
example.
fake, is from the companies. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
the rumor like that.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier with Yelp
Yeah.
and like that. Yeah, it's it's so easy to online create a different identity, a made-up identity.
Right. That's right. Yes. Yeah.
So it's very easy to place your opinion anywhere as somebody who doesn't even exist. Right. So got to be careful of those. Yeah, I agree. Ken, pop up.
Pop-up, I think it's appear.
Yeah.
Appear.
Remember when there were so many pop-up ads?
I remember that annoying day. It causes a reverse effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They keep popping up and keep popping up. Yeah, now, okay. Well, all these, we mentioned a lot of bad things about advertising, This is one good one. Now there's pop-up blocker that's pretty much standard.
Yes.
This doesn't really happen anymore. I don't know, you young guys. Mustafa, you probably don't even know about this. There would be, anywhere you go, you'd have these ads that would pop up and take over your screen, and sometimes it would be great multitudes of them, and you have to X them out one at a time. Huge pain in the neck. Okay, and screen out is to filter out, to remove, screen out. You want to screen out spam and such, and pop-ups. You filter them out. Yeah. Okay, we're out of time, but thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate.
Thank you. Talk to
Okay.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. Take care, and see you next time.